Hi! In this video, we will be discussing what is Kanban. Kanban is one of the most popular agile frameworks. The first Kanban system was developed by Taishi Ono for Toyota in Japan in the 50s. Its main purpose was to optimize their production capacity and to be competitive with American companies. The goal of Kanban is to improve the flow, identify potential bottlenecks in your process, and fix them so work can flow through it effectively at an optimal speed. Like Scrum, Kanban is a process designed to help teams work together more effectively. It is a good way to organize the process by visualizing and making the need for prioritization transparent and clear. Work items are represented visually on a Kanban board. Each team can draw their own process and visualize all the steps they go through when producing items, which help them to see the state of every piece of work at any time. Each step of the process has a work in progress limit, which is the maximum number of tasks that we can have in each step. If the team has too much work in progress, they risk decreasing the quality of the product. In Kanban, the team starts working on the highest priority items based on a pull system, which means we can't push an item into the next step, but the process will pull items when needed. And based on the work in progress limit for each step, team members can't pull more items than their capacity. This will help them to discover bottlenecks and find ways how to improve the process, and maybe start helping each other in the different steps to remove these impediments and let the work flow. Visualizing these items on the Kanban board will allow each team to measure their cycle time, which is the total time from when the team started working on an item to the time they delivered it. And they can measure also their lead time, which equals the total time it takes from receiving an order to delivering the item. These are two important metrics that will help the team find bottlenecks and define their improvement plan. The Kanban method is a process to gradually improve whatever you do. Whether it's software development, IT management, as well as business processes such as staffing, recruitment, marketing and sales, procurement, and many more. In fact, almost any business function can benefit from applying the principles of the Kanban framework. The Kanban method follows a set of principles and practices for managing and improving the flow of work. It is a non-disruptive method that promotes gradual improvements to an organization's processes. Kanban has 4 foundational principles. Start with what you are doing now. Do not make any change to the existing process right away. Kanban must be applied directly to your current workflow, and any changes needed should be done over a period of time at a pace the team is comfortable with. Agree to pursue incremental, evolutionary change. As employees are generally resistant to radical changes, Kanban encourages making small changes over time, rather than big ones that might lead to resistance within the team and organization. Respect current roles, responsibilities, and job titles. In order to facilitate future changes, the fear of change must be eliminated. This can be done by maintaining and respecting each other's current roles, responsibilities, and professional titles. These 3 first principles help the organizations overcome the typical emotional resistance and the fear of change that usually follow any change initiative in an organization. The last principle is leadership at all levels. Leadership acts don't have to come from senior managers only. People at all levels can provide ideas and show leadership to implement changes and continually improve the way they deliver their products and services. Let's take a look now to the 6 core practices of the Kanban method. Visualize the flow of work to understand how the process in place works and how this work is delivered. Limit work in progress. Each stage of the workflow can only contain a maximum number of tasks at the same time. This helps the team members first finish what they are doing before taking up new tasks. Manage flow by showing the different steps of the workflow and the status of work in each stage. Once the workflow is defined and the work in progress limit is set, The team will observe either a continuous flow of work or tasks will start piling up as something gets blocked and starts to slow down the process. Make process policies explicit and visualize how the work is done. This will create a common basis for teams and the whole organization for how to do any type of work in the system. Implement feedback loops. Once the team understands the theory of the job, the processes, and the risks, they will be able to discuss problems or bottlenecks they are facing and find improvements to put in place. Improve collaboratively, evolve experimentally. Teams need to have a psychologically safe environment where experimentation is welcome and it is safe to fail. Otherwise, no one will try to make any effective changes. If you follow these principles and practices, you will successfully be able to use Kanban for maximizing the benefits to your business process and build sustainable competitive advantage. Organization will also be able to improve flow and visibility, reduce cycle time by removing bottlenecks, increase value to the customer with great predictability, and creating more motivated, empowered, and high-performing teams that will be able to accomplish more and faster, all of which are crucial to any business today. Thank you for following this video. We hope that we answered all the questions you have around Kanban. Please subscribe to our channel if you want to see more of our videos.